Hello and welcome to the Harriet Muller Art Channel, giving you the techniques to produce amazing artwork. Today it's one of my favourite animals, the cheetah, the fastest land animal, and we're going to be drawing it running. So get yourself some plain white paper. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, a black pen and a ruler if you wish, or you can just draw a line freehand. And don't forget, if you like to draw animals, you can download my free PDF of how to draw horse galloping, which you'll find in the link just here. So let's get started. We're going to start off with a nice circle just here on the left-hand side. You can draw around something, maybe perhaps a coin or a small little tub or something. I'm just going to try and attempt it freehand. Don't worry if it doesn't come out perfect, because mine really isn't. Just draw it really, really lightly in pencil, because we're going to go over it in pen. Okay, so now if you've got a ruler, use your ruler, or you can draw this line freehand. It's the only line that we're going to have to do today. So just draw just a line like that across. And then over on this side, we're going to be drawing a smaller circle. So I'm just going to kind of measure where the top is of that one. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. So just here is another circle. There we go. So a bigger circle and a smaller circle. I'll make it a teensy weensy little bit bigger. There we go. That's the right size. Okay, so this is going to be the front part of the body. This is going to be the back part of the body. Now we're going to join up these two circles. So starting here, I'm going to draw a curved line coming round to that one. Okay, just looking at it, I'm going to make this one a teensy weensy bit bigger, even still. Okay, there we go. That's the beauty of doing it in pencil first, is that you can amend things. Next, starting here, we're going to draw the belly. So that goes down and then it comes up, just like that. We're going to be doing the tail next. So at the top of this circle, draw a line curving up and down, just like that. Starting here, we're going to be drawing a horizontal line going straight to the right-hand side, just like so. Now we're going to be doing the front leg. So starting just here, draw a diagonal line coming down here, and then another diagonal line coming out around the front. That's going to be the front leg. Now for the head. So, and remember, please pause it at any time. If I'm going too fast, just pause and hit rewind. So we're going to be drawing a smaller circle. So it might be useful finding a couple of objects, a couple of circular objects that you can draw around. If you find it hard drawing circles, or you can just use the trusty old compass that we used to use in school. I think I've still got one somewhere in my old school pencil case, buried at the bottom of a drawer somewhere. Anyway, there we go. So that's the head. And from the head, we're going to be drawing a line, a curved line, coming up and round till it hits the body. Last but not least in this stage, we're going to be drawing the muzzle. So add a little bit onto that circular shape for the head, and then a little bit for the ear, just like this, and an eye. Now I'm going to go straight into pen, but please carry on in pencil. I'm just doing it in pencil so that you can see it easily on the camera. So we're going to be focusing on the head now. So let's draw this beautiful feline face. Cheetahs really are one of my favourite animals. They're just such beautiful creatures. Okay, so there's the nose. Now I'm going to draw the top of the lip, just here. It's going to come down and round like that. Okay, we're going to put in the markings straight away, just because it gives us a sense of what we're drawing. Those markings are so distinctive. So the line coming down from the eye, let's pop in the eye now. There's the eye. This line that comes down and then comes round like that. So I'm going to colour that in. Okay. Now we're going to draw the lower lip. So it's the lower lip. And then the rest of the head. So let's do these ears. You can see this okay on camera, like a curved bit like that, and then the back of comes like that. Let's draw some fur inside. Okay, so that's one ear. And the other one's just peeping out from behind that ear, so we don't really see that one. Okay, now we're going to draw the back of the neck. So I'm using these little jagged lines all the way up here, all the way up here, till you get to here. Okay, I'm going to be drawing the neck part as well. So all the way till we hit this circle that we did before. Okay, now on this circle, we're going to be drawing the front of the shoulder. So these cats are so powerful. Just love the way they look when they run. Okay, so the paw comes all the way in front of the face. So just make it a little bit longer. And it's kind of got its paws, all its little toes kind of splayed out a bit like that. Okay, coming all the way back. And there's a joint here, coming all the way up. And a little bump there. Okay, if you've got this far, you are doing super well, so keep going, okay? So we're going to do the other front leg. This one we can see just peeping out from behind the one that we just did. So let's put in the tires. There we go. And it comes back in like so. Let's add some claws on these toes. There we go. We're going to carry on doing the body. So just behind this front limb here, just here, we're going to start the line for the belly. Okay, so just draw the belly coming down and round. It comes all the way to there. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of fluffy fur underneath the belly. So here's a random fact. Did you know that cheetahs are the only big cat that cannot roar, but they do purr? That's kind of cute. Okay, now we're going to finish off the back. So there's like a ridge here, and then it comes down, a very slight bump, and then we carry it on all the way till we hit the tail. There we go, and it goes upwards for the tail. And then we follow the tail round, all the way around. It's got a nice big bushy bit on the end. So just remember to put in that bushy bit there. Also, another fact is that they can accelerate from 0 to 113 kilometers in a few seconds, which is faster than any sports car. So there you go, lots of random facts today. All right, so let's bring this tail back round here so it hits the body. Okay, now we're going to do the hind legs. So just up here, we're going to follow this circle round like we did before, but just to there. Okay, now we're going to go back round to the bottom part, and then this line's going to come down and round. Okay, and this leg comes all the way backwards like this. And then it has the little paw on the end. Okay, and you can just see the little pads on the bottom of the paw, just like any household cat. Bring it up. A little ridge there. And then it goes up to hit this line here. Perfect. Or perfect. Sorry for the bad joke. All right, so let's draw the other leg. This one comes a little bit further down because it's a mid-flight. Okay, and then the paws underneath, and then it goes all the way up, just like so. Okay, well, let's add on a couple of claws just here and here. And that's the end of this stage. Now, if you haven't done so already, go over it all in pen and then erase all the pencil markings. Okay, so I've erased all the pencil markings. So now we're going to draw all the spots. Now, a little tip here, if you've got an old pen, a thicker pen, maybe a felt tip pen that's running out, that will be super useful for this part. But don't worry if you don't, just carry on in your normal pen, okay? So I'm just using a slightly thicker pen just to do some little splotches around the face. Make sure that the dots are slightly smaller on the face than they are on the rest of the body. So here we go. Just, there's quite a few on the top of the head and also on this part here. It doesn't really have a mane, but it's a little bit longer on the top of the head and along the neck. Okay, so quite a few spots. So these are just at random. It's much easier if you get a photograph of a cheetah and then you can copy the spots, or you can copy what I'm doing. Okay, so they're a little bit longer on the legs, so I'm just drawing kind of longer shapes. Okay, they're bigger, they're more spaced apart. Okay, and the underside of the feet are darker as well, so just add that in. And then here, slightly smaller towards the paws, and they get bigger and bigger along here. Every cheetah's different, so don't worry too much about the spots, you know. As long as they've got spots, then you can recognize that it's a cheetah. And they're not completely round either, you know, they're kind of little blobs. So I'm sure that's a very scientific term. So keep on going all across the back area here. There we go. There aren't quite so many on the tummy, so they're just slightly more spaced apart on the tummy, and they're quite a bit bigger. So draw that. And there are quite a few more on the top of the back. So there we go. So I didn't even know about king cheetahs until very recently. It was actually one of my subscribers asked me to draw a king cheetah, which I will do at some point, don't worry. But I'd never heard of them. And if you hadn't either, basically they're cheetahs with different markings. So they've got 3 long vertical stripes all running along the back area or along the tail. Yeah, check it out. I Googled it and they look really quite different. But that's for another tutorial. Okay, so here the spots are getting larger, and then along the tail. So they're really large on the tail. I think this is where they're the largest. So they almost look like stripes on the tail. They're that big. And then the end is completely black. There we go. A few on the underside here. There we go. And they're quite big down here as well on the leg. They are beautiful animals. So if you've got this far, you have done so well. We are really almost finished. There's just a few more dots to go. And then you've finished your cheetah, sorry. Okay, keep going. A couple of little spots here. Now, last but not least, we need to add some shadow here on the ground so that it shows that the cheetah's in midair. So, just going to add some shadow. You can add some grass if you like, just to show that it's running at high speed across the fields. There we go. And there is our finished cheetah drawing. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Check out the other videos in the series. And if you have enjoyed it, please consider hitting subscribe and like, and I do hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me today. Bye bye.